What is up, all of you trombone players? Animal Mother is back with another story. I'm actually really excited to tell this one. So, if you guys don't remember, near the beginning of this year, around January, I told a story called I Was in a Real Fight Club. And in that story, I mentioned two people. One was named Jason, which I'm just going to call him his real name because he doesn't care, Caleb, in this story. And there's another one named Gandhi. And I told you how they fought, and I need to tell this story because it was one of the most epic fights I've ever seen, and one particular individual got completely destroyed. So, like I said, go watch that video if you haven't already. That's kind of like the intro to everything. This one came out way later than I thought it was gonna, but it's here now, October 12th, 2019. I made that video back in January, so stay through the whole video, listen to this epic story, and if you play the trombone, like this video. I don't, but might as well. So this happened November 2018. All right, like the beginning. I think I remember. I don't know if I remember the exact date, but I think I do. And yeah, October. Like I'm not October. November 2018. And so yeah, like I said in the last Fight Club video, Gandhi, this guy named Gandhi, we're gonna call him that, fought my friend Caleb, and they first fought back in like my eighth grade year, and Gandhi got completely destroyed in front of the entire cross country team. It was like the most epic video ever. I remember watching and thinking, this is epic. But later on, we like Oth, I guess. I just said his real name. All right, fuck it. We're gonna call him Oth. That's his name for sure. Gandhi is Oth. So Oth. Basically, this was my sophomore year, and Oth was like kind of talking some trash. Like he was like, after cross country ends, I want to fight you, Caleb. Like it's gonna be epic and stuff. So we're like, okay, yeah, we're always down to watch Oth get beat up. Because if you guys don't know, like I fought Oth too, and honestly, his fighting style is just complete garbage. Like it's literally doo-doo. Like it's the worst ever. Anyway, so yeah, this night we were super hyped because we knew like we had a good night planned out. Like we were gonna go to this one kid's birthday party, but we didn't really care for them anymore, the kid's birthday that we went to. So we are just gonna visit, like say happy birthday and leave. Like me and my boys, right? And then me and my boys were gonna go over to Oth's house, watch Caleb fight Oth, and then we're gonna go to this quarry, which that's not relevant to the story at all. I just figured I'd mention it. So, yeah, like I said, they fought way back, like my eighth grade year, Caleb's sophomore year, and Oth's freshman year. So Oth's a year ahead of me. Caleb is 2 years ahead of me. So basically, when we pulled up to Oth's house, like I brought my boxing stuff. Like I have a little. If you guys don't know, I said this in the last video, but I used to do Muay Thai and Jiu Jitsu at this one gym. So I was like, I'm probably the most experienced with martial arts in our little friend group or whatever, but I don't know. I don't really do this kind of stuff anymore. I just kind of like got out of it. I don't know. But yeah. So we get down there and like Oth's like shadow boxing. He's like so ready to go and stuff. And they both had mouth guards, right? So this, if you guys don't know, like in this kid Oth's basement, there's like this back room where he has this like really crappy like tendon. If you don't know what a speed bag is, it's like what the I guess it develops endurance in the shoulders. It's kind of a futile way to train for a fight. I think the most useful way to train for a fight is either sparring or drilling, but drilling before sparring. But yeah, so I take Caleb into this back room with like my friend Max and my friend, I think just my friend Max at the time, but like people were coming in and out, right? So my friend Caleb, he's like hitting this like, so like Oth had this like bag of tires. Like in Thailand, they'll put like 3 tires, tie them up, and then that'll be their punching bag, right? But yeah, Caleb was like hitting this bag, like getting ready to go. I was showing him some like moves and like some technique and some fundamentals, right? Like keep your elbows tucked in, hands up. You like swing your hips into your punches. Caleb already hits really hard naturally, so because he has a big wind up on his punch. So like I guess it's a trade off. Like you can throw with a lot more power if you wind up, but you can throw a lot more effective, accurate punch if you don't wind up. And well, that's what. But the thing is, like Caleb, since Oth is so inexperienced, he doesn't know what to do when he sees that big punch winding up. He doesn't know like to slip, duck, roll, any of that. He just kind of tenses up, right, and gets hit really hard by this big punch. So that's I guess a wind up punch can be effective in someone who's not experienced, but when you get to higher levels, it's definitely not good to wind up your punches. I'm sorry, I'm going off on a tangent about technique of fighting, but yeah, so yeah, I'm showing him these moves, and like I get ready to record the video, right? I get them both out. I'm filming it. I'm like, Caleb walks out. I'm like, Caleb, and I like announce his name, and he's like flexing and screaming like with his mouth guard. It's so funny. I'll put some clips of the fight in this video. Yeah, I'll put that clip in right now, actually. Caleb Puccini, flex that body, baby. Hell yeah, bro, he's ready to kill. All right, we're gonna go for 3-minute rounds, everyone. But anyway, so like. Oth ends up saying like, no, Nick, I want you to be the ref because I'm more experienced in fighting. I know when to stop the fight or whatever. But you're about to hear this in a second. That it doesn't really matter. So yeah, so Oth for some reason like he has a very awkward fighting style, right? Like he keeps one hand out in front, like almost like sideways, like he's throwing a hook in the air but low. Okay, so he's like pawing out that one foot, and he keeps it like his right hand, not by his chin, but like he's holding up like almost like he's holding up a sign, but his knuckles are pointing up at the air. That's the best way I can describe it. So he keeps it like parallel with his ear, and his hand just like up by his ear, right? And he's like twirling it around and like pawing at Caleb's hand, and then he like paws at it like a cat. So like it's not like actual it's not like point A to B. It's like point A looping through the entire alphabet to Z. So it's like a very weird fighting style. And so yeah, the fight starts. I'm like, fight, right? And they're like sort of feeling each other out like a little bit, okay? And then Caleb winds up this giant punch, right? Hits Oth on the shoulder. Okay, hear this, on the shoulder, right? But Oth, for some reason, his fighting style, one of his moves is to fall down to avoid more punches. Now, if you guys don't know, my school and like the people that live in my town, for some reason, everyone thinks that they're some kind of gangster. Like everyone thinks they're like some hard hood, and they've grown up in the projects, and it's just been a hard life or whatever. And like that's just not true. So like whenever someone is talking trash, and then you actually are someone who's like gonna stick up for yourself, right? Then they back out. And I think that's kind of what happened here. Or well, he didn't back out, but he got put in his place for what he was saying. And yeah, so he hits him in the shoulder, and Oth for some reason falls down. I mean, I'll put that in the video right now. But yeah, so he falls down, and he gets back up, and Caleb and him are going at it, bro. And Caleb winds up this massive George Foreman left hand hook, right? Hits Oth, and Oth literally goes airborne. Like, I will put it in the video. You can see it right now. And he slobbers all over the place. His slobber goes on the glove, like everything. Okay, I'll put that in the video right now. One, two, three, 4. Yeah, anyway, so after that, he's just dead, dude. Like, Athrea is just dead. He's dead, all right? So he needs like a 5-minute break, right? So we take a break for about 5 minutes, right? I'm like hyped, bro. I'm like my heart was racing so much. It was so awesome to see, right? But anyway, after a while, like his eye was fucked up or something, but after a while, he's like, all right, I'm going to keep going. I was like, are you serious? Like, coming back for more. He's coming back for more, right? So the fight gets back on, dude, okay? And I'm like watching Caleb and Oth like kind of like feel each other out. Like, it was a very slow-paced fight, and then there would be like an explosion, okay? And I don't think Oth got one good hit on Caleb. I don't think he got a single hit on Caleb, right? So basically, I'm like, one pull two, one pull two, like as a joke. And Caleb throws this wild combination. Okay, Oth gets knocked down. He punches over Oth's Alexa, because Alexa was playing like some hood music or whatever, like some rap or whatever. And like he falls into his Alexa and just dies. He's on the ground just dead, right? And I like run over to Max, my friend who was recording. I grab the camera and I just like laugh at the camera. And then it's so bad. I get into Oth's face. I'm like, hey bro, are you okay? Hey bro, you good? You good, bro? And then we start like dancing on his unconscious, like basically almost unconscious body. Like, we're dancing on it. He's like, yeah, bro, I'm okay. And then like Caleb goes over to like shake his hand, like help him up or whatever. And we all start dancing on his like laying down body, right? It was probably the most funny moment of my life. Like, it was the most epic time of my life, right? One pull two, one pull two, one pull two. Oh, I'm done. Hey bro, you good? You good, bro? Bro, you alright?
Yeah, bro.
Alright, bro. Cool, So after that, like for some reason he comes up to me right after the fight, after like kind of like we've like calmed down a little bit. He's like, "Do you want to spar, bro? Do you want to spar?" I was like, "Oh my god, all right, here we go." So I throw on the gloves. I don't even put on wraps. I just throw on the gloves, put my hands up like to my head, right, and I'm just walking him down. And his punches are literally like you think that taking punches makes you go brain dead. No, these punches will make you go brain dead if you take like a number that is just undefined, like a number that we have not discovered yet. That's how big the number has to be in order to get any brain damage from his punches, because his punches are just, they're so weak and they're not even that fast. Like he says he's like, no, my fast hands are what helps me in a fight. But in reality, it's like technique, timing, rhythm, all that stuff. Too advanced. But anyway, yeah, so I'm fighting him a little bit, like sparring him a little bit, right? And like I keep getting like a little bit angry because every time I start throwing these like crazy combos, he'll just, I don't have a video of this, but he would just like fall down, right? So like eventually he falls down and like my like, I guess like my instinct is like, as he falls down, well, I didn't hit him, so I need to get in on him. So I just hit, like, this is so bad. Like, I'm not even proud of this, but it's kind of funny though. That's why I'm telling this. But I just kind of hit him in the face while he's on the ground. Like, even though like I hit him like in the shoulder, that's what made him fall, right? And he kept doing this thing where like, he'll hit you and then run. Like, he'll literally run across like the area that we're fighting in to avoid getting hit. So he's like, it's kind of like a pussy style of fighting for how much trash he talks. But anyway, after that, we get the fuck out, and we had a really good night, boys. Like, it was, I'm never gonna forget those times. But yeah, I'll put those clips in the video. I hope you guys liked the video. If you want to see more, please leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends. Why not, man? Why not spread the word of this channel? It's fall break, so now I'll be able to upload more. So look forward to more videos, and I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.